see people get engaged, how does that make you feel?
I feel happy for them.
Seeing other people get engaged, knowing why do you get happy?
Because it's a bold step. I feel like it's so, I don't know, it just makes me feel happy. I'm like, wow, you're taking the step towards forever with someone. You understand that? I find relief and I find comfort in knowing that I don't have to be by myself for the rest of my life.
Right.
And then to see other people, like my friends or people that I look up to, getting engaged, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's what's up.
For real.
I feel good. I want to see more of it, especially when they're black. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I'm like, now that's the step we should be moving toward.
Right.
Yeah, I feel good. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah? I like it. I want to see more of it. It feels like sometimes if it happens to people I look up to or people that I like, and I see them getting engaged, I feel like it's happening to me. Honestly, I feel happy. It brings back all those feelings that I felt the day you proposed. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So can people who are not married feel that way?
Happy for other people?
No, I'm not happy, but like the feeling that you feel for other people, making it feel like it's happening to you all over again.
No, I think it's something you had to have experienced in order to like have those feelings come back. Having you never experienced what it's like to be proposed to, or the feeling of we're engaged, you can't relate. But they can feel like happy for the next person. I'm not saying they can, but they just cannot relate to my feelings. Yeah.
It's like having a baby.
Yeah. If you've never had children, you can go say, I don't want no kids, I don't want no babies. But the moment you have a kid, you're like, my world is complete. Like you don't see anything else. You're like, this is what I was made to do. Correct, yeah. It's only relatable once you've gone through it.
Right, so can you say you can only really speak on something unless you've really been through it?
No. You can speak on things that you haven't been through, but you're not going to have the same in-depth backstory that I have. Like we can also speak about what it's like to have kids, but you don't know what it's like to have kids because I have kids. There's like doctors and whatever who are like gynecologists and what you call them? OBGYNs or whatever. Some of them don't have kids, but they know what it's like to have kids. They know how it's like to bring a child into the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they never took care of one.
They've got the theory, but they don't really have the practical experience of what it's like. So yeah, people can speak on children or they can speak on marriage, but they don't have the actual practical experience on what it's like to have it, or like what it's like to be engaged, what it's like to have kids. You don't know. You don't know until you go through it. It's a beautiful feeling. I mean, like to actually go through it and like, yay! I don't know. It's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Which part? The having birth or the marriage part? The engaged part.
You mean giving birth or getting engaged?
Which one is beautiful?
Giving birth is not fun.
Big Mama, we not frying chicken. We're not frying chicken. Get that out of here.
Not fun, but
Oh, getting engaged is beautiful. It's a good feeling. Then being pregnant, carrying the baby, that's nice. But you look forward to actually giving birth and having your baby in your hands, and then going through the whole birth experience. Sometimes it's not so lovely. It can be like traumatic and stuff. The good part is like when you finally hold your child, once the baby comes out of you, you're like, you forget everything. You forget all that pain that you felt. You don't care about that. You just want to hold your baby. And even though they're like busy on you, you don't like, it doesn't bother you. You don't care that everybody's like seeing your lady bits. It's not embarrassing. It's like you get to hold this person in front of you. Yeah. What do you think?
About?
The question you asked me.
Which one?
The one I just answered.
About having kids? It's beautiful. beautiful having children. Yeah. You never really know what it's like until you actually do.
That's why people just keep having them.
Not in that sense, but you know, if you feel that you're meant to be a parent and you love being a parent, you know, sometimes you don't really plan on being a parent. It just happens, you know. But I don't feel bad for having children.
I feel happy, man. I feel
children make me happy. You know, I
feel
love
good.
raising children. I love being around children. And, you know, up until a certain age, you know, just want to get rid of them. But I love children and old people. They funny.
Yeah, old people be in their field sometimes.
Yeah, of course
Because,
they're
like,
gonna be
they
in
sit in their ways. Old people tend to complain too much. And they don't happy about anything. They just reminisce about the old days and how things should be according to the way they used to do things. You know, it's hard to please someone who's set in their ways, who has like 30 or 40 years of being set in their ways.
In their own ways too?
No, but not like old people. His babies are impressionable. We can teach them. You can't teach an old person. They set in their ways. Like, they believe this is how it should be.
We're a generation of doers.
Not whiners.
And we're doing great.
Or like, you know how we have different parenting styles or whatever. Old people will tell you, no, this is how you're supposed to raise your kids. Whereas...
No, I'm talking about like old, when you have to like take care of them.
No.
Like when they're like 70, 80 plus, and you gotta, you know what I mean, start taking care of them.
I don't want to be a burden to anybody.
What do you mean?
So I don't want to be a burden to anyone. Once I get that up in age where it's like I can't look after myself, and now I'm like depending on someone to look after me. No.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I feel like it's you burdening people.
No, that's why people have jobs. To take care of, you know, the elderly.
Yeah, maybe I just don't envision myself as the elderly.
Not yet.
Yeah. Who you wanna call? Wait, Mama. Oh, your child is all over my phone.
It's always a good thing to be engaged to, and to have a child and be able to raise a child and have that experience.
Especially, you know, to see people who you didn't think would get engaged because they openly came out and said, I don't want to get engaged, I don't want to have kids, I don't want marriage. And then you see them turn around and they're the ones, oh my baby. They're the ones getting engaged and having kids. You're like, whoa. Okay.
You know what used to make me happy?
What?
When I used to see my friends come to church and give their life to the Lord.
Yeah? How did you make you feel? How did it make you feel?
It made me feel excited. I was not happy. Yeah, right, Tim? When you see your friends and they finally get their life to the Lord, almost make you want to cry.
But then you should also remind them about their past. You see, sometimes when they come and they convert their lives, right, they don't really know how it works. So they could like go back and forth, but we should.
No. Yeah, of course, we're all going to have to struggle, but that first step to...
You don't close the 30s.
That first step to actually give your life to the Lord, or to make that decision, you know, it makes me feel like you're thinking about, you know, your actual future and, you know, the life that you want to give up.
You're thinking also about the place you want to end up.
That too.
Where you
it's like pick a side, you know. That's pretty much it. Just wanted your take on that.
Oh, okay.